Here in the Netherlands, Halloween hasn't really been a thing until recently. We have other weird little holidays, but as tourists, expats and international students come, they tend to bring their awesome traditions as well. And as they say, if you can't fight the zombies, join them. So here I am, bringing you 2 Halloween themed reviews to celebrate along.
Like one that on a lonesome road doth walk in fear and dread, and having once turned round walks on, and turns no more his head, because he knows a frightful fiend doth close behind him tread.
Frankenstein was the first game by UK developer Junkyard and released in 1994. It's a simple game, so simple that if released today you would expect to find it as a flash game on a site like Newgrounds. But in 1994 the movie Mary Shelley's Frankenstein just came out, so it's time to cash in, leading to game adaptations for the Super Nintendo, Genesis and Sega CD. All those games had pretty bad reviews, just like the movie. DOS gamers, however, got something different, and I'm not sure they were any less disappointed. You play as Frankenstein's helper Igor. He lives in a strange world where scary monsters live and human remains are spread across the land. These body parts have to be collected and you can only hold 2, which you bring to Dr. Frankenstein so he can create a monster.
These are most fitting for my task.
Igor done well, master.
Igor has done well. My creation draws nearer to completion. Now leave, Igor, and return with more like this.
The game has a single level, or world I guess, which can be divided in the village, the graveyard and the castle. Unsurprisingly, the latter is where the doctor resides as well. As mentioned, your goal is to bring all parts of the monster to Dr. Frankenstein without dying. Sounds reasonable, however it's quite easy to get killed. Because touching an enemy depletes your life bar like crazy, which can only be restored by a blonde woman in the village. But worst of all, you have to do all of this before a timer runs out. If you fail to make it in time, you'll have to start all over again. And this is what makes the game incredibly hard. I had to play this many times to remember where the parts of the monster might be. Might because they are in different spots on every try. And even then you'll have to be a speedrunner to make it. Since I don't really have the patience to deal with this kind of trial and error, I can't quite say I've beaten this one. What I can say is that the enemies itself are pretty well designed and the graphics are decent for its time. So is the music, it never gets boring. But what does get boring is the tedious and repetitive gameplay. The game would have been so much more interesting if there were multiple levels, with, for example, a body part for each level, instead of a lazy timer-based world where you have to walk along the same obstacles and respawn enemies over and over again. I couldn't beat this game in 1994 and lacked the patience to even try it today, so I can't really recommend this one. But come back next week for another ghoulish game that actually is worth playing. Cheers!